2015 we elected a new president to power, and then it's about time we're electing another president, or maybe the same person, to continue. What do you think has changed since 2015 that we elected President Muhammadu Buhari?
The only thing that have changed is that price of foodstuff got higher. Corruption is the order of the day. Everybody's talking about corruption, but nobody's preventing corruption. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Not even the way we reason about these people?
The way we reason about them? Look, I want to ask you, what has changed in your life? What has changed in the way you spend money? What has changed in the way you buy things? What has changed in how much the things you buy? How much? What has changed? These are the questions to ask. Use yourself as a personal injustice.
We need youth. He actually don't know the kind of, like, okay, I watched something online. He was supposed to bring, I think, a PDP stuff. He did not even know the exact person to bring. He had to like use his hand to take somebody up that, okay, this is the candidate. Then they had to like change it and no, it's not this person. To change him to another person and raise another person's hand. You don't even know his own subject, not to talk of the country. So he's a no-go area no more. Please, they should just change him. Maybe someone else, maybe someone younger.
Who is the young person that you have in mind, you personally?
We need another person to come and show us what life is all about. What exactly?
Who's this person?
Because Nigerians, we are suffering. Traffic here and there.
I mean, that is the worst part of it. I'm dying.
No, to me, I will sit in my house at 18 or 16. I will sleep. I'm not voting for any of them. That my one vote. Let me hold it and sleep. I'm not voting.
On the 20th of February 2015, I believe a whole lot of Nigerians, millions of them, voted in President Muhammadu Buhari as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Well, he said he was coming in to give us change. Exactly 4 years afterwards, we are on the streets asking Nigerians what exactly has changed since President Buhari became Nigeria's #1 citizen. My name is Damilare Okonla. You're watching Street Gist on Legit TV. Find out with us what Nigerians think.
Yeah, so many things has changed. In my own opinion, the way we think has changed. Our orientation has changed. How do I mean by that? We now have someone at the helm of affairs that it's not like every day is Christmas, that people just go to the presidency or to the corridor of power just to embezzle money anyhow. Because he said in his statement that if you don't fight corruption, corruption will kill us. So it makes us to rethink, makes us to be creative, okay, so that, you know, we are not wasteful, we are not frugal, we are just trying to be economical so that we can catch up with the rest of the world in terms of infrastructure development and all that.
Is Nigeria better for it since 2015?
Of course, it's better for it. It depends the angle you are looking at it. You see, when you don't, you know, try to cut your coat according to your clothes, then there's no way we can, you know, we can make ends as a Nigerian.
But the common man on the streets is not happy about this change.
It's relative. It's relative. For a common man, what does he do? What does a common man do? What does he do for a living? If you are creative and you are trying to, you go to your working place, you know, there's no way things will work well for you. So it depends the way we are looking at it. Even though during the day of before the predecessors, we were complaining. So all the time people will complain. So it's a question of your mindset. You know, there are poverty, but poverty of the mind is the most expensive one.
Okay, so the price you were buying, the amount you were buying rice, gari, and other food stuff 4 years ago, is it the same amount that you're buying now? Is it cheaper or more expensive?
No, it's not cheaper. It's not cheaper. It's quite higher compared to the prices of what we are doing.
Should it be that way? Should it be higher or cheaper?
It shouldn't be, but one thing, there must be a cul-de-sac first before things could open. That's my analysis to it. Economically, you know, it will get better. You understand? It's like the man at the helms of affairs is trying, but others are not, you know, supporting it. So when there are loopholes, it's like a pipe where there's a loop, where there's a leakages. So there's no way the analysis to me that the things will not go up. But this time around, if you could give him the second chance, okay, there's no way that all the 774 local governments you have in this country will not go back to do a mechanized farming.
Concerning change, it wasn't the kind of change that we expected. So we are looking towards positive change, but so far things have been going, you know, down the drain for over 3 years now. Economy, education, security, you know, every sector of our, even agriculture, every sector of our society, of our economy has been in a rut for a long time now.
You don't think anything has changed, like change?
It's even actually change. You understand? Negative change. So that's the point. So things have been changing.
No positive change?
No positive change whatsoever.
No positive change?
I'm telling you, not just from a theoretical aspect, you know, from what people have been saying. No, I'm telling you from things I've also been experiencing, yeah.
All we need now is only God that can rule Nigeria and become good country.
2015 Buhari come, nothing don't change for Nigeria.
The only thing that changes is those rice, local rice that we normally see right now.
That's the only thing we change. Nothing else don't change.
Well, to me, nothing has really changed. And as this election is coming up, the election is between Buhari and Atiku.
Why not others? What happened to other candidates?
Because Nigerians are still naive. They believe if you are not from those old school, you can't be there. Left for me, both of them have nothing to offer us. But I know that one of them will emerge. I vote or I don't vote, one of them will emerge. So a person like me, I'll keep my votes in my house.
Why don't you keep your vote?
Because everybody just presume that giving Buhari is giving Atiku chance to win. Giving Atiku is giving Buhari chance to win. Other than everybody to come and let us vote for the new ones. Let us see, because to me, Buhari is, let me say, is let us continue with the thief we know. Because Buhari is not a thief. Buhari is not corrupt. Atiku is corrupt. But they say that corrupt man will do it than the one that is not corrupt. Because you are in chain already. So I don't even know. To me, I will sit in my house at 18 or 16. I will sleep. I'm not voting for any of them. That my one vote. Let me hold it and sleep. I'm not voting.
But you said nothing has changed. So how will things change if you don't vote?
Because the powers that be, my vote and your vote, I don't really think it counts. I vote or I don't vote. They already know who will win. If APC will win, they know. If PDP will win, they already know. Why will I come out and now risk my own life? Let me sit at home. I'm not voting for any of them. But if Nigerians are sensible, let's come out and vote for among those three other people. Maybe Kingsley or what else. Let us vote for someone. Let us see. Because Atiku has been there. What have they done? Nothing. So why would they want to die there? Let someone else come and take over from them. If Nigerians will wake up, I will vote. But for these two people, I will not vote for any of them.
My brother, apart from all this crime, things is just like the same, because as a promise, we don't see most of the things we do. But as a things, if they should give him second time, he may do better than this. But for the 4 years, most of the things he promised, he never do anyone.
You thought say 4 years when he first come, nothing, all the things that he promised, you not do. Because I mean, they still give him another 4 years.
Sometimes, you know, when like now, I can see opposition, instead don't see in wrongs with paper publications and other things. When you opposition party, the correct party, they make government change, you know. So this is what I have to say. You need to change, because he came for change, and people want to see really change in him in all levels. In education, change. In government sector, change. Some workers have been promised increment of salary. Up to now, you can see that rubbish and some areas. So if him need change everywhere, the change should be everywhere, not one-sided, you know. Yes.
Well, concerning the issue of corruption, we've been hearing a lot about corruption, and they've been able to eradicate some elements of corruption, but not total.
So that's what has changed for you?
Yeah.
How about the price of gari, rice, beans, kerosene, petrol?
During the issue of this change, although the change wasn't divine, and when the change came, we shouldn't be complaining, because we all voted for change, even though it was the other way around.
So one very consistent thing on the lips of Nigerians is the fact that there has been a kind of change, but they said it's been negative. And that's like the rap. I like that's like the basis of what people said on the streets today. Do not forget we have just a few days before the presidential election to elect either a new president or someone to continue in power. Big shout out to Emmanuel, the man behind the camera, and everyone out there for joining on this episode of Street G's. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. We went on the streets. Have a great day.